Hey guys, and welcome back to another BRM5 video. Today, I'll be teaching the new players here how to play, and also what to look out for and what is needed to progress. Well, first things first, your M16a2. Don't buy any other gun, that's my tip. Instead, buy magazines, buy grips, buy attachments. Especially this carry handle sight. It's a lot more cheap than the other scopes that go for like 1,000 just to get 3x. Make sure you get a flashlight. Get the one I get here. I'm pretty sure I got the M60. Yep. Get the M60. Ignore all short barrels. They're usually useless. Get the RK2. Best grip for recoil, as I remember properly. Make sure to get a muzzle as well. I would probably go for the war pig just for recoil, but as you progress, get a suppressor. Also make sure you get the E-mags. You reload a lot faster that way. Alright, let's hop right into it. So, you're going to want to spawn at the location that is the city, and then make sure also keep $100 on you, as I'm a idiot. And I don't have enough for a Jeep, which is your starter vehicle. So we walk over. Meanwhile, let's check out what my friend got here. You guys know him as Ninja Y2000. We're on alts. No surprise. But anyways, he got the M16a4. Not worth it, in my opinion. 1K. That's 1K out of your 2K. Wasn't able to get a scope, so you legit grabbed a carry handle, which is, I swear to God, the worst scope in the game, or at least for my opinion. Got a grip, standard, and then got the war pig, like I did. Can't afford an E-mag, can't reload faster. Yeah, honestly, could have been better choice there. He at least did get a flashlight, as I remember. However, he picked one that was too low powered because of his budget. The 2D isn't that bad. Well, no, it's pretty bad in terms of light value, but it is an offset flashlight, which means you can put an extra laser or flashlight on top of it. Anyways, when you spawn here, make sure you enter the yellow area. If you don't spawn in the yellow area, make sure you reset, because you want to be in the yellow elevator area, because if you don't have a Jeep yet, like we did, you want to run up to the quarry location here and pop a few guys. As you will see, he has a lot of trouble aiming for the lads, because, well, he doesn't have a magnifying scope. And that's my tip to you: get a magnifying scope. Do not get the reflexes unless it's an offset or canted sight, but that's for later to worry about. As I mentioned earlier, you can see him struggle even at close ranges to line up his scope / optic, and especially during long range. He does one of the probably most fatal mistakes you could do. He shot a civvy. That will affect him in the long run. But as long as he does not kill that civvy, you will not get a money penalty, nor will you get a reputation penalty, which I'm pretty sure starts as neutral. Anyways, I got here in time, managed to cross and help out. Now, compare the time it takes for me to kill compared to him. or at least the amount of time it takes for me to actually aim and locate and put my scope over their heads. It's a lot easier for me. So I implore you, get a scope, get grip, get attachments. The night in this game is very unbearable. It's very unforgiving, especially for new players. So, as soon as you get a good gun, you're stable enough to clear out areas yourself, then get NVGs. Because look, it's miserable in the dark. By the way, that's Ninja's flashlight, not mine. You can barely see until I turn mine on. That's mine right there. See how much more powerful it is? And Ninja's legit given up using his own flashlight. So flashlights matter, especially when you can't see anything. Or unless you get NVGs, which by the way, you need a helmet, then you can buy the NVGs on the mount. Cheapest one I think is 1,000, and luckily you don't need to get stars. I'll explain what stars are later, but right now you're gonna want to know where you put those hostages you find throughout the different locations. Go into the FOB, the forward operating base, take the first right, free money. You can only get up to 2 at a time, and I'm going to briefly go over what stars are. As you see, whenever Ninja hit tab, you could have seen a number below your money. That's your XP. You need a certain amount of XP to get stars. First one's 10k. I don't know about the rest. I haven't got to that point. Or more like I haven't seen that point in a long time. And, well, yeah. Stars important. As you see, or you saw earlier, a lot of the stuff, equipment, spawns even, the spawn in Renegrad, it's all blocked off by stars. Next up, we got a very important way to earn money in my opinion. It's the quest system. You can find these quest NPCs by looking for the exclamation mark. I have a video specifically for those NPCs. I'll post them in the description. Take a look at them. They're very important, honestly. These give you a lot better rewards than just grinding, I feel like. At the same time, that's on you. Because you only get like 450, 250. No, it's 450, 600. Around that ballpark. When you can easily get 500 just from clearing out different locations. Also, you can see a lot of these are fetch quests, which I will warn you now, do not take. Because unless you want to endure what I see a bit later, you're not going to like it. Although at the same time, you can grab these quests, grab hostages from the quarry, bring them back. Anyways, for this fetch quest, you have to go back to HQ, or your FOB, your forward operating base, get this trailer, and this is where the nightmare starts. Yay, they broke this during the update. I can't deal with this anymore. Because it is horrible driving in the dark as is. Having a glitching trailer behind you isn't gonna help things. Especially when you're driving near that river. Also, warning now, don't accidentally drive in the river. You're basically dead if you do that, because you fall right through the world. Anyways, I'm gonna skip forward so you don't have to see me suffering anymore. Alright. Besides that hellish cart aside, $600, 500 XP. You're gonna need a lot more XP than 50. Money's good though. And on the bright side, you get to keep this better car for a bit until you crash it or die. Annoying. Knowing how well you guys are probably playing as new players, you're probably dying pretty often. No offense, guys. Also, there are combat missions, as you can see here. Although, I'll show you why I hate driving without my night vision goggles. Just yes, the lights are good on the front of the vehicle, but they're not that good. I should also mention that don't go off-road, or you end up like me here, stuck in this corner, not knowing where to go. And I memorized these roads, or at least like these ones here. I can easily go through them in the night, but I still mess up. You need those NVGs, I'm telling you. Get a helmet, get the mount, get the NVGs, and you're set. Anyways, I'll be showing off another farming location, or newer one. I hate it compared to the old desert city though. Depot. To the right, to the left of the FOB, right of the city, at the green area. Drive from there, follow the road, and then follow the road down this depot. Let's get forward. I should also mention there is stealth in this game, so the longer you stay undetected, the better. Unfortunately, my cover's been blown here, so that I don't get the extra money bonus from killing while in stealth. But, as you will see, they line up perfectly. So use your burst rifle. You don't need to shoot in burst, shoot in single. Only keep it on burst in case you're panicking. Actually, keep it always on burst, because when you panic, at least you can spray down some bullets down range. You probably also want to get the 40 round mags if you're a spray and pray like me. At the same time, it's not really necessary for a burst rifle. In my opinion, that is. Also, you can see here, yeah, line them up and just keep shooting. You're getting a lot of money from the headshots as well. It's like they say in CSGO, aim headshots, or Valorant, if you're a Valorant player. But anyways, go for headshots, you're getting an extra $5. Anyways, enough of my embarrassing shooting aside. Clear out this location. It gives a decent amount of money. Also intel. All locations give intel. It's a random drop chance. Don't know what it is. But when you get 5, head back to base. Depot head to the area to the right. To the left. Yeah, to the left of where you go to the menu. That armory area. Go to the left. There should be a requisition area. You can see FOB requisitions. Give it to them. You get some money. Also, I never talked about your Glock 17. Pretty decent weapon. Good for early game. Get rid of it as soon as you can. Go for the M9 Beretta. Oh, M9 is the Beretta. The M17, the USP. All those pistols are better than this, in my opinion. But with them buffing the headshot damage roll weapons, it might be just worth keeping the Glock 17 for a bit. But yeah, this area is honestly probably the most beginner-friendly area you're gonna find. Ever since they removed Desert City for this. As for enemy spawns in this location, make sure you check all the rooms, check all the corners. You'll find them eventually. However, whenever you clear an area, the flag will turn to a BRM logo. So keep an eye out for that. You get a resupply crate. It gives you medical supplies and ammo. Only bandages though. I should also probably cover that real quick. You get 3 types of medical. Hit tab to see them. You got dressings, you got bandages, and you got vitamins. Vitamins heal you 100 over some time. Bandages heal you for 10, flat. Dressings give you only 5 HP, but if you combine it with a bandage, it gives an extra 30, I'm pretty sure. It's 30 in total, which is very helpful. So use those sparingly. In here, always check this area. There's usually someone here. Missed them this time. There you go. Hostages all over the area. Bring them out if you want. I just decided not to. Because honestly, they're kind of a hassle to always go back to the FOB. You see the flag's still red. Still Renegade Liberation Front's flag. Which is the militia you encounter. And yeah, you're going to spend a lot of time searching for these guys. So I implore you to learn all the spawn locations. I really can't help you in that regard, because even I don't know these spawn locations yet. Oh wait, now. Here we go. Yeah, I friendly fired civilians. Oh no. There you go. I guess check that stairway then. So you see in a few seconds, you're gonna see an airdrop come around the sky. You could defend this location, but it's kind of hard to find where the last guys are. Because every time you clear a defensive wave, this airdrop will drop again, giving you fresh ammo and medical supplies. However, it's always a hassle to find the last guy. Jesus Christ. That's a war crime, man. But yeah, if you're planning to defend this location, just cover the front area for a bit. You'll see guys walking down from that way. Unfortunately, I left my car out there, so I have to go get it now. So yeah, they're using my car as cover and damaging it. I should also mention, you're gonna have to repair your car. No more spawning it for free like we did in the past. You're gonna pay for that. Doesn't come cheap either. So, don't be like me. Keep your car in actually a good area. Don't let it get shot too much, because it will blow up. Also, don't get in the wrong seat, especially when the waves are still spawning. You're gonna get shut up that way. But anyways, defensive location. Go up front, but do beware that they can come from all 4 sides. You can see Ninja getting shot up there. Gotta go rescue him real quick. Turn right, should be a few guys. Or in this case, is one guy just pre-firing, freaking trying to fire around the corner to no avail. Close quarters combat is lethal. Don't attempt it. You're gonna die pretty badly as well. Also, if you want, you can take cover on top of this cargo container. Let me deal with these guys first. Don't want to get them too close. Oh yeah. All defensive waves have a bit of modification. For example, this time it spawns a truck. Next time it might spawn a little bird, which is just a passenger aircraft with 4 seats. Those things are kind of annoying, but not as annoying as the Blackhawk. That thing lands with a minigun. The minigun sucks to deal with. You're gonna get shredded within 5 seconds if you're out in the open and they're close. So, beware of that. Anyways, yikes. I alt-tabbed for a second. That was not fun. Anyways, dressings plus bandages as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, that's pretty much it for defending this area. You get quite a bit of money from this as well. Haven't hit tab in a while, but if you were to hit tab anytime soon, you would see that I think I at least had $500 more after doing this, maybe 600. Pretty decent, but you want to start moving to better locations if you can start clearing them. This is the quarry, good for beginners. This place, good for beginners. I guess the next location you want to start looking at is probably the village. Honestly, it's a pretty good beginner location as well, as it only has these guys here, the Renegation Liberation Front. Also, for any trucks that glitch out, just shoot their feet or arms. Go for arms usually, do more damage that way. But anyways, as I was saying, all locations with the Renograd Liberation Front, the militia, are significantly easier to clear. Of course, they give less money, but for early game players, like you probably are as you're watching this video, you want to focus on that instead. Before I go covering the village area, which I recommend you to also farm in, as I mentioned earlier, as it's one of the easy earlier game locations. Here's how NVGs look like. Such a godsend. You're lucky, new players. These things are only 1,000. And you think that's a lot? You have to wait until we get 1 stars back in the day. Gotta love NVGs. And to be fair, I've kind of memorized these roads, as I mentioned. Been through them way too many times, but NVGs, they really much changed the game. With that little NVG spiel, let's go cover the village, and then I'm going to sum up this video. And the final topic for today, the village. Oh boy, this place has changed a lot, eh? Well, for you new players, seriously, get their attention, stand wherever while you're around on the road, and slowly shoot from dead. Simple as that. Because you got all the enemies in the village pushing up to attack you as soon as they see you. So, take advantage of it. Keep your cursor placed somewhere they usually pick cover. You'll learn this over time, but yeah, they're pretty easy to kill as soon as they get in cover. Makes them way too predictable. Also, you may have noticed, yeah, ninjas got a pretty good scope now. Enough for canted as well. So ideally, after a while, your weapon wants to look like this. Flashlight, a scope, canted if you want. And I guess you could also get a laser. It's not as useful as it used to be. Also, avoid close quarters combat. Let's see, you lost quite a bit of HP. Close quarters combat is inevitable, but you want to avoid it to the most of your ability. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to take some time right now to recap everything I've said. So first things first, when you first boot up the game, do not buy a new weapon, but honestly that's your own choice. I suggest buying attachments such as an E-mag or ergonomic mag, a scope, preferably the one you can get the carrot handle sight you can get with the M16a2. Then make sure you get a muzzle, preferably the war pig, a grip, the RK2, and most importantly, get a flashlight. As you saw, night is not fun. You're gonna need it. Secondly, make sure you got enough for a vehicle, or if you want to be like us, you can spawn at the city location at the yellow tent area and walk up to the quarry. Third, you want to make sure you get NVGs eventually. So focus on getting your XP up. Just killing people, and just doing your standard progression will do that for you. Fourthly, if you guys can bear doing quests, go ahead and do that, as it's one of the best income sources for beginners, especially as they've removed the reputation limit to start those quests. Quite a bit of money. There's a few combat missions that may be too far for you though at this time. So potentially wait until you at least have the Jeep with the 50 cal on top. I know it's quite expensive, but the 50 cal is going to help a lot. Lastly, when you're progressing, make sure you hit those 3 locations I said earlier. The village, the depot, and the quarry. Those 3 are the easiest for now. I am well aware that they don't give as much money as the other locations, but honestly, you can probably solo all 3 of these locations mentioned compared to your next stop, probably the Renegade City Hall. That area is going to end up killing you so many times, so I suggest just making sure you know the locations of the enemies, and that goes for all monuments. And with that, that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time.